Hello, it's Donna Arnold here, the Story Hunter. Now, at the moment, I'm at a gorgeous little area which is May's Cottage. I'm in their property, and we're looking back. If I wriggle it just a little bit, you can see in the background the original house, which was built around the 1870s, and the Mays lived in theirs with their family for about 15 years, and then they built a bigger house. But this video is actually not about that, it's about other discoveries. What I've learned is, because COVID has forced me to stay and not travel too far, I've decided, it's what I call gone sideways with my research. So instead of just focusing directly on that particular, my direct ancestors, I've actually had a look at their brothers and sisters and their ancestors, which are actually ends up being the same ones, but looking a little bit of history on theirs, and I come across a lot more information. So I'm so excited about that, and I've done that a lot. One recently though is about a lady who actually lived for 100 years. There's a newspaper clipping, and she died just before she turned 101. And this is back in 1969. So she was born in 1868, and the discovery was she was actually born in Hartley, so in that general area. So I've researched, and there's a bonus, number one, that Hartley is now a historical village. It's near Lithgow, near Bathurst, so it's up in those hills there somewhere. So I thought, oh, okay then. Then with a little bit more research on different areas, and I sort of went sideways, as I call it, found out through another genealogy site, obviously through a fifth or fourth cousin or whatever, that she was actually born at Jews Creek. So I've Googled Jews Creek. The internet is just so helpful. I Googled Jews Creek, and of course there was no real town there, but what there is a mine, so that opened up my eyes as well. So it was just a case of little step by step, and discovered this story that's building about my what was she? Great-grandmother? Yeah, I think it was a great-grandmother she was. She was born in 1868. So her story, as it seems to be, that the two times grandparents, one actually came from England, but he was living in what was called Ben Bullen, which is not far from Jews Creek. And of course all it was there is that it's the same period of time that gold was found, and some of you may have seen through the years, somewhere along the way, if you're interested in the history of gold, there's a huge nugget that's basically the size of a 12-year-old child, so to speak. Huge, and it was found over in the hills around that area, so created a gold rush. And it appears that my two times great-grandparents had the fever, and that's where they lived. So it appears that my great-grandmother was actually born in, you know, those you see pictures of just tents where fossicas all live together. So yeah, it was just a little bit of information about going sideways, and I just hope that I can find more, and what I will do is let you guys know. But in the meantime, why don't you try going sideways and see what you can come up with. It's amazing how much more information you can find. All right then, you have a good day. Bye.